All right, I've published probably over 30 plus videos in the last 30 days. The majority of them didn't really do that much. One of them hit, one of them did quite well. And I want to show you why and some of my thoughts going through this. So, hi, I'm Troy Swingian. I've been committing to creating a lot more content in regards to video content over the last little bit with AI enabling a lot of people that don't know how to write and creating a lot of slop online. I figured what a better way to just get more present in regards to video on YouTube and various different platforms. So, okay, I'm going to go over to this page's analytics and show you. Our last 28 days, we've had 6,500 views. We've had 26.8 hours of watch time. One of the metrics I'm optimizing for and a goal that I'm setting is I want to hit 50 to 60 hours of watch time per month. Then I'd like to hit that about per week. So then that would give us about 200 hours of watch time per month. So 10 plus subscribers last 28 days. The chart overall is trending upwards, trying to reduce the valleys inside these peaks. And I want to now go into this video. So I launched this video probably about 2 days ago. And I'm going to talk a little bit
Learn
about
Singapore is
how
amplifying you, opening up a
how I'm thinking about some of the content creation and production on this channel because this video hit 270 views in the last 2 days. For long form, that's quite decent for a brand new channel, and 10.2 hours of watch time. That's fantastic. That's what I'm looking for. So, some of my thoughts around format and how and why, and kind of just a deeper understanding of all of this. So, I built Edward. Edward is a positioning intelligence agent. We won second place in 11 Labs hackathon. I've been in marketing for the last decade. I've worked on campaigns. I've raised capital for funds. I've sold 330 homes with ads. I've helped rescue and raise capital for a humanitarian effort where we raised 619 grand and freed 2,750 women and children. And the through line through all those campaigns is positioning, getting the positioning right, getting it tight. And anytime I've ever seen marketing fail, it's generally a positioning problem and not a marketing problem. It's how the campaign is positioned inside the market and how that's being received by the end users. So when you get the positioning right, everything else becomes easier. That's my core belief. So okay, if I go into these formats, I think I was doing that here. If I go into the formats of these videos, I think in here is a better way to display this. If I go into the format of these videos, I had a different way to view this before. That's okay. Maybe it's in home. No. So, okay. If I go into the videos tab here, there we go. If I go into this videos tab, I've created different videos that like have visuals and that have jump cuts and they're all flashy and they're to a core topic. I don't mind those, but one thing I realized about myself is the best way for me to show up and train and create impactful work is to actively be feedbacking things. So like I perform best when I'm doing consulting on something, when I'm looking at a form of something and talking about where it's at and how I'm seeing it change and shift and evolve and just really the feedback loop. So for me, I decided that, okay, I'm going to try this out because I want to start demonstrating Edward a little bit more and showing people like what's possible with AI and creating your own unique forms of AI to bolt on to business. So I started this format. I reviewed an HVAC company. I'm on the bottom left there, and I had Edward on the right. That was okay. Wasn't my favorite, but I got it done. I just decided I'm just going to shoot this. I'm just going to move forward with this. Then I was like, okay, I don't really necessarily like that space that much. I've spent a lot of time in construction personally. I was there for like a decade prior to my marketing career. But what I really like is tech. I like tech. I like the future of tech. I like AI. I'm very tech savvy myself. In addition to, I do a lot of tech implementations for my clients when we work together. So then I went into reviewing OpenAI's enterprise page. I was thinking at the time is like, how can I make this educational? Enterprise was becoming a hot topic. I think there was a news article release around OpenAI partnering with McKinsey or something like that. And then I filmed that and whatever. Then I had another video here where I was like, okay, maybe I create a slide and talk about like process and like how do I do this? How do I think about this? That was okay. I enjoyed that video. That video actually did quite well on Shorts, which I thought was fascinating to me. Is just having that layout with the slides above my head moving forward was like kind of useful. So, okay, we did that style. Then I got into this style, the style that you see right now, where it's me, and then I have a screen that I'm looking at, and I'm actively able to feedback and talk through things. So I did that here. This worked quite well. I pop up Edward, I bring up a version of Edward. If I go here, I usually bring up this version and get the conversation started, give him enough context that he needs to get to know what I'm actually reviewing so he can work with me as a thinking partner. Then we can kind of just bounce and riff off of various different pages. After that, this video did quite well for a new channel, 97 views. I don't know what even the watch time was on this. Can I click through here to find that? So, analytics. So the watch time on this video, 4.1 hours. That's fantastic, actually. I don't mind that. So that showed me that this format worked. There's something here. Then I decided to try a different format, which is just me, and then me going through various different news articles and kind of reading off them and feedbacking them. So still using that feedback concept. Then I kept going through and actually really enjoyed creating this Perplexity review and this Notion review. They didn't do as good as I thought they would have. So that was interesting. I actually thought this Notion one was quite good. And then I did the Lululemon review. Again, I really enjoyed doing that one too. It was just like, yeah, there was just quite a bit going on there. And as you can see that like the cover and thumbnail design kind of started shifting too. So why did that happen? So when I created this cursor video, it has 6 views per hour, 267 views. I I just created a new cover. I seen a stat on vidIQ. By the way, I use vidIQ as an extension. It's like quite a good extension to give me channel insights and like help me write, help me find different things. Um, it actually they published an email about neo minimalism thumbnails and cinematic type thumbnails. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's try something new. Spent a lot of time in this video. Let's like get it out there and let's get it into the world and let's see how it does. So to my surprise, this video got quite a bit of views. I think it's like 10 hours of watch time right now. And I was like, well, why don't I carry that packaging over to the other videos and like actually have those like that? So that was interesting. So that's kind of some of my thinking around the packaging, the reason why, some of my goals on what I want to see with this channel and what I'm driving towards. I had a handful of shorts. I actually had an interesting insight today on shorts. So I was thinking initially that if I linked certain shorts to videos, it would pump up the videos. Now, this one did not bad, and I can't tell. Can I tell the analytics on this one? Let's see. So this is a clip of, why am I blanking here? Yeah, this is a clip of the cursor video. So I can't access the analytics right there. Let me go over here. So you, okay. So if I go to this, there we go. This one? No, this one. So on average, this one had 802 views, 790 real time. Okay, 38% of people stayed to watch, not too terrible. How much watch time do we get on this one? Okay, average view duration is 10 seconds. It's a 20-second long video. What I'm realizing with shorts is like shorts are good, but what actually matters is long form views. What really matters in my space and my industry is trust. If people get to know me and who I am and how I think, that often translates into meaningful conversations and moving everything forward in my world. So, okay. So that leads me to like, okay, maybe I'm going to spend a little bit less time on shorts. I'm still going to create them. I thought initially if I kind of create a bit of a clipping factory of like some of these videos that they would promote my videos, but I noticed like a significant downturn yesterday, so I think I'm fatiguing the system a little bit. I'm still going to push handfuls out, but they're going to be significantly better shorts. Like I'm going to spend a bit more time uh, curating them and making sure that they're like fine-tuned shorts instead of mass production. Find one really solid clip, get that out, boom, move on. So that's some of my thoughts with this. This is another 20-second video. 20-second, or wait, no, this is a 2-minute video. So, okay, average view time, 20 seconds. See, I don't know. I don't mind that. 1.5 hours. I don't think this juice is like worth the squeeze here on shorts. We'll see. I'm going to still play with them and find my own cadence inside them. I just don't want to chase like the viral shorts strategy. Like I don't sure that can work, but my intent is meaningful, useful, wonderful content. So yeah, that's that. I believe I covered everything I want to cover. I'd wanted to do a quick little review here on what this looks like and what this channel growth looks like over time. And yeah, really going into all of it. So thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment, would appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.